Hello and welcome. Yes, we're back now with season 2 of our boy Now For Me and Rising of the Shield Hero. And we're on episode 5 of season 2. And I gotta say, this whole episode basically focuses on Kyo, the antagonist, the evil person of this show. Now I get it. The adaptation of this is not really pacing up with the LN series and the manga. You know what I mean? I get it. For people who read in the light novel series, the pacing of it is really going like roughly, but it's not, but it's a fine line. You know what I mean? The thing about light novel series, and they put it into the anime perspective, it's really hard to do. It's really hard. I mean, right now we're still in the Spirit Tortoise arc. We're still in this Tortoise arc, and it's like all these ideas that they have, and they can't close the book. They can't close this book, and then they go to another. No, we're still on the Spirit Tortoise arc. They try to keep the pace of this Tortoise arc, because in the next season, we're going to get to that other arc, which I'm pretty sure everyone is looking forward to, and I'm sure I am. I'm really looking forward to that arc. With the animals and all that, the talking, animals talk, that kind of arc. But I'm not going to get into that arc because I don't want to spoil it much. But still, I'm in that arc. So that's I think they're gonna say that for season 3. I think with season 2, what they're doing is like, we gotta keep the pace of the Spirit Tortoise arc because the next season is gonna be the arc. So I get why the pacing of this is like not going down, but it's like going to stay on a fine line, and you don't want to ruin it. Okay, so without further ado, let's get right to it. Rising of the Shield Hero, Season 2, Episode 5. Okay, so we kick things back off with Leark and his group. Now, Glass. Can I say something about Glass? Man, we haven't seen Glass in Season 1. And I gotta tell you, from people who watch the anime, I'm not going by manga readers and LN readers, because I don't want to spoil as much. So I'm going to try to do my very best to talk about the people who watch it for the anime purposes, like my friends does. My friends don't read it, but they watch the anime. So anyway, from an anime standpoint, I got to say, Glass looks freaking good. She looks good. She looks really good. She changed. She got a good outfit or whatnot. So Leark and others says, okay, we should put our differences aside. Because if we got this one guy, we got this one hero who trying to shake the balance of their world and Nafumi's world from their heroes and truck this then to bring chaos. So, okay, let us join forces. Now, again, Nafumi goes by the DTA. Don't trust anybody or don't trust anyone. Either way you slice it, don't trust anyone. That's what he goes by. So he's like, when Leark said we should work together, I'm like, nah, don't do this. Don't do it. Because again, Nafumi's trust on a scale of 1 to 10, on a trust level, to me, a 4 and a 5. Because I'm looking at it from like, okay, Rise of the Shield Hero. Please watch it. Look how season 1 ended up. He trusted people and then they backfired him. That's why I'm like, and I understand Nafumi has major trust issues. I understand. He don't trust anybody. He only trusts the people on his team. But he don't trust anybody from the heroes, from bitch ass mine, from the kingdom, or anybody. That's why I understand why he doesn't want to work with Leark. And I absolutely agree with him. I don't trust you. Because what if you're gonna backstab me? See, that's the thing. That's the thing. Every anime show we've watched, there's always a group or a character that does good for that person, but then at a few weeks or a few episodes or something like that, there's always a twist when they're going to backstab them. Backstab the MC. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, nah, hell no. I don't trust them even for a second. That's like, I'm glad you ain't trusting her because you're going to kill me and no. He has a job to do. Let him do his own part. So he goes out on a journey. Now, Leark and the others, they think they found the dragon of the Spirit Tortoise art, but no, that's different. So, onward to the body of the Spirit Tortoise, We're off to the heart, dragon heart. We're off to the heart. Okay, so they're onto the path. With O's help, they found out that there's an hourglass, and it tells you how many souls they have collected. Once it gets full, it's going to regenerate faster than ever. It's going to kill more people. But the thing about Os in this episode, this was mostly on her, was that she carries a burden unlike any other. She carries a heavy burden. I mean, the amount of stress that she has, the people that looked up to her, and taking people's souls, it really hurts. It really freaking hurts. And she don't want, having a huge burden on her chest. It's very tough for us, to be honest. Very tough. Now, as they journeyed through, they stumbled upon the guy Kyo, the mage book hero. Now, I like the animation of Kyo. I like him. You know what for some reason, Kyo looks like the dark version of Now For Me. Like, you look at Now For Me, but then you like with Kyo, put some glasses on, make his hair a little wide. Make his hair wide and a little longer, and then you got the other side of Kyo. He look like the other side of Now For Me. Now, Kyo's explanation on why he's doing this overall is trust issues. Like, you don't know who to trust. Like, do you trust Kyo? Do you trust us? Or both? Who's actually because Kyo bring up some valid points. He's like, "Oh, you again? I thought I got rid of you, all that stuff." So now the tables are turning. So now it's like, I trusted you, Os, and this what you did? No. That's where the storylines get. That's where kind of the twist. Like, wait a minute. Os was the spirit tortoise, but now you were using the shield hero? That's what people are confused about. So it's like, who's actually evil? Is it Kyo, Os, or both? Kyo's most of the evil one. I'm just saying Kyo is. Now, when it got to the heart, oh my God, it was really painful to watch. Really painful. So painful that it was affecting Os. Like, when Philo kicked the heart, her heart reacts like, oh. So it's like, oh, it's painful. It's so painful to watch. All that heavy burden, the sacrifice that she had to put herself through. And then when Raphtalia was about to strike it, she hesitates. She hesitates, my bad. She hesitates to look. Like, the moment she saw Os in that sad, smiling face like this, like, in that moment, she literally hesitated to do it. And that fish, she sliced it. She sliced it head on, and then she died. And then I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. And it was like, but it's not like a surprise. It's just that they had to do it. But it was sad to see Os going down like that. But rest assured she's not dead. The spirit, the symbol, the tortoise symbol, the spirit helped her revive. So she's back alive. She's back. Meaning it's not over yet. There's still one more place that they have to go. You slice off the head. That didn't work. You sliced off the heart. That didn't work. Okay, what we got to do now? We got to go to the actual area of where you got to kill the spirit tortoise. After all that, they still got to kill it. So I'm like, oh my word. And that's when and Kyo, once again, is still there. He's still there. Now it's going to get serious. It's going to get serious. And by the way, I know what people are saying, like, this episode was paced like it's rushing it, but it's not. To me, it's not rushing it. I think Rising the Shield Hero Season 2 is this tortoise arc thing. I get it that it's skipping a lot of moments leading towards this spirit tortoise arc, but I think what they're doing is take every step of the moments that we got from the LN series and put it into this as the pacing goes forward with it. In other words, this tortoise arc, I don't think it's gonna end in a way that we want to get it, but I know that it's gonna be a little difficult. I mean, like, again, when it comes to light novel series, making it into an anime adaptation is very hard to do unless they don't know the foundation, the fundamentals of it. But the way how this is now, it's really decent. It's really good. I mean, I give this episode 8.5 out of 10, but I can see where this is going on this and the whole trust issue with Kyo, or is it this? We can't wait to see next week's episode. And you know what? I kind of left this out. I hope they show the episode. I hope they show it where Kyo got the 3 heroes. Those 3 useless sons of bitches. I'm waiting for that if they show it because I'm happy. To be honest, guys, I'm happy they got captured. I'm serious. I'm actually happy they got captured, and I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. So, like I said, this episode was really good. I mean, it was mostly on Os right now. It was mostly on Os because Os had to carry a huge burden in this episode. She carried a lot of, like a lot of burden in this episode to make us feel so sorry for us. I mean, it's like for us, she was destined to go down, but no surprise, she's alive. So you know what I mean. It's very hard for us, but I know I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna be sad to see her go, even though it's not how it's gonna go out. But we'll see how that works. So that's all I gotta say about Rise of Shield Hero Season 2, Episode 5. Now, next week is the Episode 6. We're halfway through the episodes, so let's see where this goes in the almost towards the conclusion. Well, we're in the climax. I think we're in the climax, more like the climax of it. But we'll see where this goes for next week's episode of Rise of Shield Hero. So stay tuned for next week.